Um, I have been mentoring a kid who I met when he was 18, who was incarcerated at Cheshire, and I visited him. He came from a dysfunctional family, and I felt that he was a really good kid and he needed support, so I decided to support him. He had gotten he graduated from high school, so he didn't qualify for the GED. He spent 22 hours out of the day, out of 24 hours, locked in his cell. He ate his meals in his cell, and they would only let him out in the morning and in the afternoon. When the weather was bad, they never went outside. We looked into college programs for him. They were way, way too expensive, and it was going to be really difficult for him to study under those conditions. He applied for every program that they had there, and he didn't get into any except for once he did some mechanical working with cars, but that sort of fizzled because the instructor stopped going. We get into the mentoring program, and through the mentoring program, he was able to meet with students from Yale that came in and did a little tutoring for him and got him out of the cell. And he actually graduated. It was non-contact visits the entire time, so we always talked through the phone. But when he graduated from the mentoring program, we were able to go into the prison and actually give him a hug and come in contact with him, and that was a big day for him. He didn't even know he was being released that day. They said he has to leave now. So I arranged with the officer that he get transferred down to Ridgefield, and I called my girlfriend and I said, "Can you pick him up?" And she did, and they just literally let him out of the van. He had his pants from whatever, and he had a little bag with him. He didn't have any money, nothing with him, and he didn't even know who his probation officer was. So I said, he said, "What am I supposed to do?" "I'm supposed to report to my probation officer." I said, "Just call the probation office and tell them that you're out and you want to know what to do." So when we finally did go to the probation office a couple of days later, they said, well, he said, "Well, nobody told me where to go." And they said, "Well, don't worry about it. We'll forgive you those few days." No plan. I would say the population outside's awareness of how difficult it is for a felon, he's a felon, to get a job. He was turned down several times because of background checks, so he couldn't get the jobs. He had no credit, so he couldn't get a loan to get a car. We tried to get an apartment, and we couldn't get into an apartment complex because he's a felon, and they wouldn't let him in with the background checks. People who are leading normal lives, they don't realize how difficult it is for people like this and how they're looked down upon, and they can't even get a break. So what are they supposed to do? Where are they supposed to go? So I'm still with helping him, and we are a team, and I have a family and a husband and children, but I also help him out because my heart just breaks for him. So in closing, I'll say, now he had the benefit of someone who is, I don't know, I'm educated, raising my family, but people who don't have those experiences, how are they going to manage in a system that is such a mess, that's so difficult to maneuver, and you don't know how to do it right? I mean, I'm not saying I'm above anybody else, but what I'm saying is, for people who don't know and don't have the resources, it's impossible. And Connecticut seems like it's a quagmire. It's huge. It's a huge mess.